Hello everyone, I'm NTom64.
And I'm Sparanda.
And welcome, at long last, to the HellfireComms playthrough of Pokémon Scarlet. It is practically unheard of that I don't get into a new Pokémon generation, from the get-go, when the game drops. But this sucker, I have basically put it on layaway until this very moment, not watching any playthroughs, being spoiled mildly, but mostly keeping out of harm's way, just so we can do this semi-blind, and it's finally time to click the button and get started.
Yes, and I'm finally on a Pokemon playthrough that is not a stream. Because I've been on a few of those, but never on the main Pokemon LPs, I guess.
Well, Mr. My YouTube shorts get the most views, and it's Pokemon. You're the perfect pick for this, I guess. What's your history with Scarlet, mate?
I played through it twice, because I did a second playthrough last year, because I thought we were going to get to this sooner, and I wanted it fresh in my memory, but honestly, it's probably my favorite of the mainline games. I'm not sure how much of that is recency bias, but it's certainly the most fun I have with the mainline Pokemon games.
Alright, let's see. What kind of cut do I want? Oh, you gotta click on it. Nope, that's not me. Nope.
I do appreciate that the hairstyles are not gender-locked. That's actually pretty nice.
Kind of like in the slicked back. What about the long bob? That is very close to my actual hair. Let's see. Ash brown, light brown, wine red, green,
pink brown.
Pink brown. Nah, mine's darker than that.
Dark brown?
Yeah, that's probably the closest we're gonna get.
I think there's more customization once you actually get into the game. Sadly, in terms of your outfit, there's not nearly as much customization in this one as there was in, say, Sword and Shield. To be fair, you're also stuck in a school uniform, so it kind of makes sense.
I guess so. Alright, we are now enrolled in... What was this place called again?
Naranja Academy, which I believe is the Spanish word for orange.
Ah, I see.
I forget the name of the academy in Violet. I think that one's based on the word for grape.
Taking lessons from tradition, growing stronger and greater.
I think this is meant to be the school song, if I have my implications correct.
It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon.
Either that or it's just the ghost of Professor Oak speaking to you from beyond.
If I see you use that bike, I will call down a thunderbolt on your ass. Director Clavel, head of Naranja Academy.
That's weird lyrics to be the school song, though.
It's a bit wordy. Paldea is a sprawling region bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. They reside here in great numbers, in fact. It's amazing how he's saying this without moving his lips. Ah,
cute little guy.
I've also stayed clear of the Pokédex for the most part. I know a lot of the new guys, but it'll be interesting to see them firsthand.
I had very little interest in playing this game when it was coming out, and I didn't look at basically any of the pre-release material, actually, and then Flame decided that he wasn't as interested in this game to be able to do the LP, and so you asked if I wanted to be on, and I said, yeah, okay. And I think you and Flame actually ended up buying the game for me, so that I could try it out. And I basically said, if I don't want to do the LP, I'll just pay you guys back, because I don't want a free game if I'm not, doing the videos. But it turned out to be one of my favorites, and here we are, I guess.
Still Gen 2 for me, and I know this game has a lot of technical issues. Gen 9 is a little bit, a lot janky in a lot of respects, but I'm not so put off by jank. I'm just going to go in, give it the best college try, for lack of a better term, and we'll see where we go from here.
It is a graphical mess, but like I said, it's the most fun that I've had with a mainline Pokemon game. More so than Legends Arceus, I would say, because the end of that game Well, the end of the main game. I didn't do any of the post-game in it, but the end of the main game really, really hurt that one for me. Yeah, it dragged on a bit, but we'll get to that if we ever do a proper LP of... Well, no, you guys did do that. If you ever do a stream of it again.
I guess we'll see. Maybe on the run-up to Legends ZA, or as I read it now, Legends ZAR.
Legends ZAR.
Like it's all about pizza or whatever.
What if you had the usual wake up trainer, it's time to go, and you just wake up as the Pokemon? Oh wait, that's just Mystery Dungeon.
Speaking of, Red Rescue Team is now available on the Nintendo Switch Online.
I have never played any of those games.
I've played a bit of one. Someone sent me a few games one time. I think it was Super Mystery Dungeon. It was one of the 3DS games.
For whatever reason, they never caught my interest. I might have actually started, like, 20 minutes of one of them on stream, back on my own stream when I still streamed on my own channel, and I didn't get into it that much.
Fair enough. There he is.
It's him, NTom.
I'm walking. I saw my hair clip there for a second.
Yep, I sure did see that.
It begins. It's a new Nintendo Switch system. This one's got a bigger screen.
And it's got the yellow and purple Joy-Cons there instead of the normal colors.
Yeah, those are the ones I'm using right now.
I'm surprised you're using the Joy-Cons instead of your 8-bit, though.
That one's showing its age. I would honestly prefer to get a new one. That's your mom's room. Better not go in there without asking. Not after last time.
Wait, she actually has a room? Usually they don't give her anything.
Where do you live, Mum? Underneath the kitchen table. Just taking it in.
It's a pretty big house.
It is. Like, compared to the Gen 8 Protag's house, this is a mansion.
Most of the houses are usually pretty standard size for, like, everything else in the region, and I guess we don't really see the inside of most houses in this game, come to think of it.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm so excited for you. Still, you might want to call your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said you're supposed to wait here a little while longer. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived.
Is it a missile?
Ooh. Is it the dog missile from Ghost Trick?
If we catch a dog Pokemon, we have to name it Missile now.
Yeah. I probably walked right past the front door. Nope, this was it. Do forgive the intrusion.
You're gonna love this guy.
Oh, he's got Premier Balls on his belt. You are Master NTom, yes? On behalf of the Academy, I must apologise for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. You see, I'm Professor Gaming Brit. Yeah, you know where I was going. And also for my delay for introducing myself. I am the director of Naranja Academy. You may call me Mr. Clavel. The director? And you came in person to help my son with his first day? There's going to be a lot of reading here because the Pokemon Company didn't see fit to put voice acting in this, what was it, 2023 game?
2022, actually. Almost 2 years old is this one.
Christ, the DLC's been and gone. That's how long it took us to get to this.
Yeah, I started playing the DLC a couple weeks ago, and there are things to say when we get there, but I'll leave that for another time.
And Tom, I've got a thing or two to discuss with the director here. Why don't you head back up to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your bag, and your hat as well.
Gotta accessorize.
A copper? Do we come from fucking Galar or something? That's a serious question, I don't know.
I wouldn't know. Maybe it's just also slang that's used in Spain.
I don't know, I've only ever heard it used in, like, the UK and maybe Australia.
It's not like the Pokemon Company has ever been known for its accuracy.
Ah, a Squovet. These are Galar Pokemon. Ready to put on your hat and grab your bag? I'm always asking this.
I played Scarlet as well, because Nat, my fiance, for those that don't know, got Violet. So we got separate versions so we could trade the Pokemon. In terms of the color scheme and the legendary and a lot of the exclusives, I prefer what Violet has. But Tom wanted to go with Scarlet, so here we are.
I usually go with, like, red, or, in the case of Gen 2, like silver. Just whatever takes my fancy, really. Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well.
I hate the orange shorts.
Oh, gracious, how orange are your shorts? I had entirely forgotten that I have something else for you, Master NTom, a most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside?
It reminds me, we had some family friends visiting a couple months ago, and he had the brightest neon orange shoes on. And we could not stop talking about it after they left. Not in a mean way. Just in, God, those shoes, know?
Something like that imprints itself in your mind.
For real, though. I have a feeling I know which starter you're going to be picking, not least of which because you've probably told me in the past.
Multiple times, I think. Well, it's good to be out here in Spain. What's Spain? Right then, dear Pokemon, time to come out of your Pokeballs trademark. Yay!
Alright, buddy, time for a battle. You against these three.
Oh, hell yeah. Pow, pow. I'll ask you to choose which among these three you'd like to have as your partner.
But it's not that simple.
Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon. Spur. Fuecoco, the Firecroc Pokemon, the one you'll obviously be choosing.
Let's fucking go.
And Quaxley, the Duckling Pokemon.
Donald.
They're all very good company. Why they usually refuse to even leave my side?
Fuecoco moved first.
Yes, he did. Punt the one you like the least. Yes. This must be what one's children leaving feels like.
Now, I do have eggs ready for the other two starters that you don't pick, so you will have all three available in your run if you choose to use them.
Okay. Oh, alright, so we have to go down the lane.
And they'll follow you and run around and investigate things, and it's really nice and it's cute.
Yes, it is. I can see the Switch in the background struggling to cope.
Wait until you get some NPCs, man.
Oh, no. I'm sure they have lots to teach you.
When you get to the classroom, you'll know.
Take it with you if you're going out on your own. You obtained the Rotom phone, because we enslave Rotoms these days.
For real, though, I kind of preferred the old Pokédex that was just a Pokédex, instead of having a literal smartphone with a sentient ghost in it.
It's what all the Zoomers want, mate.
It sort of made sense in Legends, because you were coming from the future, you needed to show off the technology or something. It's a bit much everywhere else, I think.
Alrighty. Can I run yet? That's my map. Cool. Use the left stick. Flying taxi service. Oh, they have that here. Okay.
Yep, it's the same thing, so there's no HMs anymore. Honestly, great change for the Pokemon series to no longer need HMs to get everywhere.
I'm just testing my buttons.
I think you either start running when you get further away from the house or after this section ends.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're just kind of getting you used to the controls at this point, I believe. I wonder if the trees in your yard grow grapes instead of oranges in Violet.
I would assume so.
It would make sense.
Oh, look at you.
Fuecoco's also like one of the best starters you can pick in Pokerogue for anyone that's interested in trying that out, because Skeledirge is kind of busted.
I'm pretty. Oh, there we go. We just run normally. You don't have to hold a button down. Cabapoko. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's how you go. That's from Legends Arceus. The power of science is amazing. If you connect with friends, you can head out on adventures together, up to 4 of you at a time.
It's not available yet, but once you get to, I think, the end of this intro, you can start doing online stuff, including trading and co-op.
Neat. Probably won't be doing that throughout the main game. Mostly because, you know, Spar needs to focus on helping me out. And, you know, we don't want the Switch to explode.
Yeah, for real, though.
Wow.
That looks more like an apple to me.
Kinda does. Well, now it's now it's a burnt apple.
Hey, you Pikachu, let's go.
You can tell this was for the Hispanic audience because they put Goku in this game. Not quite, Master NTom has yet to make his choice, you see. Alright, line up. Which slave do you want? No, the apple is not part of the deal. Just a sad roll.
It's just gone now.
What will it be?
Which fire type are you picking?
Will it be the grass type, the water type, or the fire type? Buenas, we haven't met yet, have we? I must say, I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon. Ah, there's my voice.
At your house? I wasn't expecting to see you here quite so soon at your house?
Hang on, Director, is this who I think it is? Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master NTom. He will be attending as of today.
Oh, Director Clavel was talking to us. He wasn't expecting to see us at the house so soon. He expected us to take longer going down the road.
Well, I'm sorry. I saw a path and I followed it. I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say, new neighbor? Want to be friends? Sure.
Yeah. I like Nimona. She's pretty cool.
I love that enthusiasm. We're going to get along just fine. I have heard of her insatiable lust for battle. We'll get into that.
It makes her one of the more interesting rivals, at least. She has more of a personality than just childhood friend, or asshole.
And get to know one another better, of course. We're going to be neighbors and classmates? Nice, we'll be able to battle all we want. I don't even have a Pokemon yet, woman. On that note, Master NTom, have you decided which of these Pokemon you would like to be your first partner?
Holds up gun. How about all three?
Oh, yes.
Oh lord, the shadows.
No, don't look at it. The burning hot sparks it scatters will fry any and all plants in a flash. Would you like to go with our good fire-type Pokemon Fuecoco here?
That's the game telling you that it would be good against grass types, without telling you that it's good against grass types.
Would you like to give Fuecoco a nickname?
I named the Yoshi, so you get to name the Pokemon. Hang on, you gotta delete the Fuecoco first.
Oh, kind of spoiled the surprise there. I'm more cack-handed today. This playthrough is going great. Caliente!
Oh, nice.
That's about the extent of my Spanish.
I took quite a bit of Spanish in high school and college, and that was 12 years ago.
Aww.
So I don't remember.
Alright, now I'm ready for a Pokemon battle.
That was more than 12 years ago. I am literally withering away.
Oh no! This is your first Pokemon, yes? Please raise it with love and care. And of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside a Pokeball.
Or don't. You actually don't have to. You can have them run around with you.
Yep, roaming Pokemon. That's, well, following Pokemon. That's one of your things in this game. I mean, like, way to make the perfect choice for you. You two make such a good combo. Something about fire just seems right with you. Wait, how can she be a champion-ranked trainer without a Pokemon?
She has her own team, but it turns out that because she wants to be such good friends with us, that she wants to make her own team from scratch, like we are.
Ah, okay. That's fair. Just while we're going through the motions here, it is kind of funny that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company are insistent on calling starters first partner Pokemon. I'm sorry, that's not going to catch on.
No, not at all. Like most of the terms that they try to use for Pokemon stuff, it ain't gonna work. The terms and names for stuff are already engraved in the subconscious of the players.
Oh yes. I'll be waiting for you down at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. As you may have noticed, Mr. Nemona is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It will help you to get to know your Pokemon as well.
Having a love for battling is probably a good thing for a champion trainer, though.
Yes. Oh, cool.
Little bit of stick drift there.
Oh, that was not intentional. Yeah, let's go. I keep forgetting that B is the slide and I don't need to press a button.
I don't actually know if there's much purpose to crouching, because it's not like you can hide in grass like in Legends.
Just looking around.
Imagine having a beach like this directly behind your house, though.
That would be amazing.
It would be awesome, yeah. Even though I don't actually like the sea that much, the beach would just be amazing.
Okay, so you like the beach, not so much going in the sea.
Yeah, the salt water, even if I keep my mouth closed, I still taste it.
Fair enough. Perfecto. That's Spanish for perfect. Mr. Nemona. God, you run fast. I trust you remember that Master NTom is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling? Yeah, and I'm Quaxley. What's up? Good call, Director. I almost sent out Arceus again. Oh, boy.
Yeah, for real, though.
I'm still paying off the lawsuits for that last battle. Come on, NTom. Let's have us a fruitful battle.
Why are we not, like, directly in the center? We're kind of twisted a little bit to the side of the arena.
You are challenged by Pokemon trainer Nemona, who ignores your questions and provides no answers.
Just fair. Honestly, also, get used to that being challenged by Nemona thing.
No, I will. I know that this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun.
Still gonna win, though.
You have played a Pokemon game before, right?
This music, though.
Like I said, I've held off on checking out most of what the games have to offer, so the music is new for me as well. Alright, just keep using that.
I feel like fire strong against grass is pretty easy to figure out. Water good against fire is also pretty easy to figure out. Grass good against water would be the thing that would be tough for a lot of people, I would think.
I don't know if I mentioned it before, but like, super effective, not effective, those I'm okay with. When it comes to resistances, it's a lot harder to figure out for me.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah!
It doesn't help that a lot of things have been changed over the years, like Jigglypuff, or is it Clefairy? Clefairy literally going from being weak to fighting to being strong against it overnight when Fairy got added.
We got 300p!
Don't call it P.
Look at you winning your first battle ever! You've got even more potential than I thought! You're going to be a strong trainer for sure. But now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again, just one more battle.
This time we're bringing out the big guns.
Master NTom and his Fuecoco are surely weary already from that last battle. Ah, sorry, I kind of got caught up in all the excitement. I'm really sorry, NTom. Same to your Fuecoco too. That's caliente to you. Let's battle again soon. Oh, definitely. We'll definitely battle more.
Nemona will remember that.
Can I count on you to take your new schoolmate here under your wing, Mr. Nemona? I'm sure you can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself. Mentioned that a couple times now.
Yes, note that she's called Champion Rank Trainer and not the Champion.
I know who the champion is.
Ah, okay.
Stuff like that is impossible not to get if you're on any kind of social media.
I probably would have avoided it, but then again, I would have been very uninterested in this game until I played it anyway, as I was.
It's a super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jacques, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokédexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Like, how far back does this go? Were other people compiling encyclopedias when Professor Oak was making an electronic Pokédex?
It reminds me of people making the hand-drawn maps for Metroid 2 on the Game Boy.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, we need a HD remaster for Samus Returns just to get that bad boy up to 60 FPS.
Oh yeah, and to get it off the 3DS.
True that. Now, Mr. Mona, I do still have a few matters to discuss with your parents. Could I depend on you to see Master NTom to the Academy? You will be doing me quite the favour. Of course, leave it to me. Then I leave him in your capable hands. Don't destroy the lad.
For real though.
Omp.
Poor Quaxley.
It's okay, he'll go to some anonymous third party. Leon turns up because he got lost. Oh, wow. I'm going to take this and have a champion time.
For whatever reason, the first Leon I thought of was Resident Evil.
First one I thought of was the Kingdom Hearts / Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, you know what? That works too.
Whoa, she's fast. Okay. Follow Nimona.
I think you can zoom in with ZL and ZR. Zoom in and out on the map.
That's alright. Once again, I'm merely looking.
More items.
Yeah.
There are so many items out in the world. It's probably the main thing you're going to get out of exploring, which is okay, in all honesty. I don't mind it being just items. There's tons of TMs everywhere, and obviously Pokemon to find as well.
Dun-dun-dun. So far, this is running about what I expected.
Honestly, the main game is about like this. It's fine. The DLC I've noticed is actually quite a bit worse, which is unfortunate.
But it seems to be trying more.
This is true, I suppose.
This is a thing with Game Freak. I think their aspirations are kind of outmatched by their technical expertise.
It's kind of weird that this game runs as poorly as it does when we've got stuff like Xenoblade 3, which, while still 30 FPS, is on a pretty similar scale and looks way better. And I'm not really sure what the cause for that is.
Oh, NTom. I hear that Nimona will be taking you to school. Well, I kind of took her to school, but I get your point. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So you've already managed to make a friend.
Yep, she's gonna be my wife.
Oh, no. I'm like 9? Question mark. Plus so many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. Add in your new friend Nimona, and it sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic.
And it's a good thing they have dorms, so we don't have to make the trek from home to the school every day.
Yeah, there we go. I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. Not just sandwiches.
Don't eat those Magikarp.
Sandwich from Mom, speaking of.
The best key item.
There it is. I know all about the sandwich making, that was in the trailers. 5 potions? I've already got 2, so that makes 7. Now, did they give me a little heal after that battle? That's what I want to know.
I don't recall, actually.
But if you ever want to come back home, you know your bed is always ready for you. Oh, alright then. You two had better be off, I suppose. Take care on the way to school.
Nod, nod.
Nod, nod. Your mother's so nice, NTom. And present. That's great. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos. Quick, I think.
Vamos is let's go.
Yeah.
Didn't you watch Dora the Explorer?
Funnily enough, no. I was busy watching other baby shit.
Oh. I mean, that's weird, but you do you.
That was a self-deprecating comment. Poco Path.
Poco means small.
Okay. Alright, this here is Poco Path.
Poco means small.
Thank you. Yeah, here's some new guys. Thought for a second we saw a shiny, but I think that's just like the female type or a different Pokemon entirely.
Think the male and female have different colors for Lechonk, yes. You'd think Lechonk would have been in the French region, but alas, it is not.
Well, it's big in Spain is Lechon. A good old Pokeball. I've got tons. Have a few. Alright, 5 will do.
Nimona feels like the trainer that built one team and stuck with it instead of catching a whole bunch of Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Time for some learning by doing. Try battling this Lechonk, NTom. Oh, you're gonna be my dinner. Try to catch a wild Pokemon you are battling by pressing the X button. Alright, but deal damage first. You know how this works.
Weak Pokemon like this you probably could get without doing damage, but better to make it smooth, I guess. You did get healed, by the way.
That's what I expect after every story-esque battle.
Imagine if you didn't get healed and you got thrown into this battle and wiped out.
Oh, jeez.
They do have the Legend Arceus thing where you can throw a Pokeball directly from the battle without going into the bag. Like it said, by pressing X.
Alas, we can't just throw at randoms. You have to engage them in battle this time.
No, but honestly, that's fine. The setup for that game is very different in terms of catching Pokemon.
Shall we name him?
Do you plan on using it?
Not really.
Then no. I think it's very rude to name a Pokemon that you're not going to use.
Alright. Whoa, that was intense. Hala, that was awesome. You caught the very first Pokemon you went for.
It's not that difficult.
I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching Pokemon. Maybe I threw one Pokeball. Oh, thank you. Wow.
Nice.
Ply me with items, why don't you?
Well, there's a lot more available Pokemon in each. There's not really routes, but area compared to, like, you know, back in the GBA games. So they're giving you that many Pokeballs so that you can actually run around and catch a lot of them.
Neat. The Pokemon you see wandering around in tall grass caves and everywhere else are wild Pokemon. When you run into a wild Pokemon, a Pokemon battle will begin. You can also start a battle by looking towards a wild Pokemon and throwing one of your Pokeballs at it by using the ZR button. Neat.
I don't think it gives you a bonus like it did in Legends, unfortunately.
Alas.
And if you throw it out before getting to the Pokemon, that's what causes them to follow you around. And while they're running around in the wild, if they happen to see a wild Pokemon, they'll go battle it automatically. You don't even have to press the buttons to choose your attacks and stuff.
That's very cool.
You'll actually be forced to make use of it in certain places, so probably better to understand it now.
I see Hoppips over there.
Oh yeah.
Lechonk hair. Nasty. Battle them, please. It didn't seem like he wanted to attack the Hoppips there.
There's a button you can press while it's running around to tell them to go, but I forget which button it is, so maybe try out your shoulder buttons next time you throw them out like that.
For sure. Oh, it was caught off guard. Cool.
Oh, so you do get a bonus like that. Interesting. It's floating.
Awesome. I presume that's not meant to happen.
It might be because the Hoppip itself was floating. Also, the camera does this sometimes.
He just fucked off, left his mate to get captured. It is unclear where the Hoppip of Paldea originally came from.
It probably just floated from another region, because they just float on the wind.
That's an interesting topic to bring up. Spar?
Yes.
What region does Aerodactyl come from?
Fuckophistan.
Funny.
I don't know.
Here we go.
Yeah, whatever that button is causes them to run directly forward.
Oh, they're fighting. Nice.
Yeah. And you get a little bit of XP, and you automatically have XP share, by the way.
The hell are you?
That's a new bug type.
Oh, I like it. Tarantula.
Get it? Because it's round. And you're using round.
So what about the way you said that? Just, it tickled me, so it did. Go! Poker orb!
Orb. I guess it was because the Hoppip was floating that the Pokeball was in midair like that.
Yeah. I mean, if it can shrink, surely it can, float in midair.
I suppose. Admittedly, I did not go around catching a whole lot of Pokemon, so I don't know the intricacies of stuff like that.
I'm gonna call this guy...
Remember to backspace. I wish it would automatically do that.
It's fine. Spindle.
No, that's nice.
It's very cool how Cypher's just trying to cutting it in half, and he's like, no, no!
There's a few Pokedex entries that talk about the rivalries between Pokemon in this game specifically, and one of them does not make sense when you get to them just because of the way things work out, but if we do happen to read that one, I'll tell you about it.
I'm just going around catching stuff right now.
Scatterbug, not a new one. It came with X and Y, I think.
That's the one. No. He will not be staying in the party. I like these little books to represent the Pokédex.
Oh yeah, really cool. That screen does get a little laggy though.
I was told by Flame to pick one of these suckers up.
They're pretty good. I didn't end up sticking with them, but they are a really solid electric type.
Don't.
Static is a really good reason why it's a solid electric type.
Probably should have seen it coming.
Yeah, let's be honest here. Unless you find the Paralyze heal out in the wild, you probably have to go back to Mom to be able to heal that.
Oh, how embarrassing. It's been 10 minutes, honey.
I can't help it, the 30% static got me. Good for you, Hoppip.
Yeah, good for you. So this dude's line I've seen.
They're pretty cool.
What should we call this one, Spar? Why do you nickname the guy?
Sumo.
Sumo the Pawnee. Nice. Dum-de-dum.
More Pokeballs.
Can I get up there?
I don't think you can get up there yet.
Nice for you. They give you a nice little bit of space to play about in here.
Oh yeah, this intro is honestly pretty huge. This intro is probably bigger than the full Pokemon games that were on like the GBA.
Jesus.
And by intro, I mean everything up to like the actual end of the intro where you were allowed full free roam over the entire world.
Right. A revive already, by the way.
Oh, there's little sparkles on the ground that you can pick up that are usually things like berries and stuff like that.
Restore health. There we go.
So if you ever see a little sparkle on the ground, it's usually like a berry or something like that. Later on, they become healing items like potions and stuff. Oh, the Pokemon can pick them up automatically if they see them as well.
I ran into the pig and it was like, "What's up?"
You are going to be asked to battle a couple times, so getting XP now is helpful.
Very good. Okay, so I don't have to press ZR first. I can just press the right trigger and we're good.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, NTom, you getting the hang of how to catch Pokemon okay?
Yeah, we caught 4 of them already.
Juggow! Whoa, what was that? Go. Go! What's he doing here? He should be in a Alola. I say we find whatever made that cry. Let's take a look around, NTom.
Let's look over the edge of this very precarious cliff.
Ah, it's probably down there. If you'll excuse me. Still searching.
That's a lot of hopping. Wow.
Holy shit. Yeah, just fuck them all up, please.
It's too bad there's no, like, area of effect move. They can just take all of them at once.
Here we... Okay, so it's very little EXP for the most part.
Well, yeah, because it's happening automatically.
Did I just see something purple flashing there?
I don't know. There is a ledge above you with a yellow item, which is a TM, and I don't think you can get up there just yet.
I invaded his personal space.
Fair, actually, for him to react this way.
His aura. Roast pork, baby! So what's this business about hair and whatnot?
The items you're picking up can be used as materials to create TMs later on.
Okay. Dum-de-da, da-da-da. Oh, I hear something.
Sorry, that's my stomach growling.
Ah. Told you should have been here before we went to Spain.
It's a long flight.
I guess. It was getting bullied by low frame rate Houndour.
Much scarier than the regular frame rate ones.
Yeah, a wounded animal is probably at its most dangerous.
Speaking of precarious cliffs.
Oh. I'll try to... What?
My phone doesn't do that.
I wouldn't recommend trying it either. You ain't getting that out of a fucking Nokia.
My phone's, like, fairly high-end. It had been on the market for, like, 2 weeks when I bought it, and 2 weeks later it was obsolete.
That's how it be sometimes. mysterious Pokemon seems to be too weak to move. Maybe you can give it something to help it perk up?
Let's see, what item do you have? The adventure guide. That's definitely going to be it. It needs to be one of your key items, because it opened that first.
Okay. The sandwich, of course!
Made with love from Mom.
Don't look at the shadow.
Precious is crawling under the covers of my bed.
No, you may not have the sandwich. That's this thing's. You're not going to stand up like a man, are you? Oh, you are.
It did a little.
Yeah, you're on all fours. That's fine.
Despite the fact that it looks like a bike, it does run on all fours, and it bothers me immensely.
What's that? You want me to follow you into the dangerous cave?
Actually, no, you could just stay here and die.
What, me or the thing?
That's the thing talking to you.
Merlot? Ooh.
By the power of sandwich!
Oh. If only I knew its incredible properties.
Now I'm just thinking of that one shot from Xenoblade 3 of Lance holding the wrap.
Yeah. But I want to ride you.
Don't take that out of context.